Welcome back, folks. My name's Hassan, and in today's video, we're checking out the Aputure MC, a small RGB LED light. Let's get into it. So I bought these a few months back, probably end of last year, 2021. And in fact, my last video, I used these. I think I overused these because that video had a lot of colors. So these are small credit card size RGB LED lights from Aputure. I think their main target audience for these lights are people who make videos. So if you're someone who makes videos, you might be interested in these. They're super small, you can carry in your pockets or chuck them in the bag, you won't even notice them. They are super bright, they are super powerful, and they have like a 2600 milliamp hour battery, which I think can last for 4 hours at 100% brightness. If I'm wrong, I might just post it in somewhere on screen, but 4 hours is what I can remember that they can run for continuously at 100%, which is super nice. And you can also run them off of USB-C. Yes, it has a USB-C port, so if you have a battery pack or if you have some sort of a outlet that you can connect these lights to, so you can constantly run them off of mains power while charging the battery, so you can run them for a long time, which is super nice. They have 3 different modes. One is the CCT, which if I look at my notes, it means correlated color temperature. Well, it's just bi-color light. So you have warmer tones and you have cooler tones. So it can go all the way from 3200 Kelvin, which is on the warmer side, to 6500 Kelvin, which is like well above daylight. So I think daylight is 5600 Kelvin, but this can do all the way to 6500 Kelvin. You also have another mode called HSI. Hue, saturation, and intensity. So you have 3 different options. You first select the hue, which goes from, I guess, 0 through 360 degrees, and it cycles through all different kinds of colors. And then the saturation is how much of that color, as opposed to white, should be in the light. And the intensity, well, that's kind of like brightness. Now, I'm not an expert. This is what a layman like me thinks that these things are. As someone who knows almost nothing about lights, this is super straightforward. Like, even though these terminologies might be complex, but in terms of the actual use, it's straightforward. And in fact, it has a mobile app that you can use. And lastly, the third mode is it has 9 different effects. So let's start with paparazzi. So paparazzi is where it flashes lights to simulate people taking photos. So that's cool. And the second option is fireworks. So that's kind of like simulating fireworks. And I think it did do a pretty good job on all of these effects, because I think showing fireworks on people's faces is, I don't think it's that easy. So that's pretty cool. The third is faulty bulb. So if you're making a horror movie or just a little scene to simulate a faulty bulb, so that's pretty cool. And then we have this TV mode, which I think by far one of the least convincing that you're watching a TV. I don't know, it just doesn't have too much variation. It's the frequency at which the light changes is not high enough, and the fact that it has a single color, I don't know. I don't feel it's as convincing. Maybe if it was like a black and white TV back in the 60s or the 70s, maybe it does a better job. For the TVs nowadays, I don't think it is as convincing. Then we have lightning, which is pretty cool. So you can stick it to show lightning, I guess. Party is by far my favorite. I mean, it looks great. So if you have a few of these lights, you can even use them in a real party. And by the way, these lights can be synced together. So if you have more than one of this light, they create some sort of a mesh Bluetooth or Wi-Fi network. And through the app, you can set up, let's say, party mode, and they will talk to each other and they will run in sync. So they will all be in sync, especially for effects that are not that fast, because for lightning and paparazzi, I don't think it works, or even cop car, it doesn't work that way. But for potty, it does sync up really nice, so you can have a bunch of lights really light up the room. Then you have pulsing, which I'm not sure when to use pulsing, but yeah, you have that. And this is my second favorite. I mean, it has cop car, and I think from the app you can change some of the options for these effects, like the frequency and some color temperature stuff. So in case of the cop car, I think you can change the, like, it should be, instead of red and blue, it should only be red, or only be blue, or red, blue, and white. I think you have some options for the cop car there. And then finally, fire, which I think it's okay. Does it look like I'm sitting in front of a fire? I'll find out in post. So these are some of the effects. Apart from that, it is a super straightforward light to use. You can do everything. You don't even need the app, by the way. You can just do everything from the device itself. It has a scroll wheel, and which acts as a button as well, and a switch to turn it on and off, and it has an LED to display what mode or the information, and it charges via USB-C. It also has a magnetic, couple magnets in the back, so you can stick them on any magnetic surface, which is interesting, which is good. And apart from that, you also have 120-inch screw mount, so you have even more options to stick. And it comes with 2 Velcro stickies, so you don't have shortage of how do you install them or stick them to different surfaces. It also has a wireless charging, which is interesting because I don't know when I will be wirelessly charging these devices, but good to know that it has that. It also comes with the silicone softbox, which I really, really like. Oh, one of the good things about it is it has some distance from the end of the light and to the end of the softbox itself, or this diffuser. So the light travels a little bit before hitting the diffuser, which allows it to diffuse better or use, yeah. So anyway, so it's pretty good. It's a nice rubbery feeling, and it has even, like, it kind of works the way it should be working. So this is the end of the video, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions for this light. I will be happy to answer you in the comments below. And also, this video is not sponsored. I've purchased these lights with my own money. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and yeah, see you in the next video.